Okay, so there's a lot of things about this new firmware that there are some good things and some bad things. I'm just going to talk about this. This is an unscripted video. I'm not even sure where I'm going to go with it. I just want to show you guys why this firmware, beta firmware 3.5 is just not finished, right? There's no possible way it could be. I've got some drums here. Let me load a key group first, okay? I'm going to go into one of my packs, my cinematic and film scoring pack. I've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of synths in here, and I'm just going to load a couple up and load them into a key group. So if I go into complex synth notes, okay, we'll load that one up. Just grab a few at random. Yeah, that one's fine. Okay, there's three different synths. Let's load a couple from the spectral kits as well. They're pretty weird and I like them. They're super mechanical sounding. Awesome. Good. Okay, so if I go to my key group here, I'm going to hold shift and go down a couple octaves. Going to load samples, and I've got those drums in there, but right here. Okay, so let's listen. Okay, sounds good. Now, in the classic instrument, for however many key groups you can have separate filter settings, separate amp envelope settings, right? Separate envelopes, separate effects, right, for each key group. Let's load up 3 key groups into this guy. Let's start with the first one. This synth, if we go to the amp envelopes, I'll give it a little tail. First, I'm going to go to legacy mode so you can see how it was before. Okay, so we'll go to amp envelope and we'll give it a little release, little tail. Very pretty, right? It's because the release is so high. If I turn the release down a little, I'm going to leave it up high, okay? So then we'll go to samples and let's add another key group. Let's go to number of key groups and let's do 3. Okay, so I'll go to the next key group and I will load the next sound. It's like a pluck, right? So now what I can show you is if I go to the amp envelope and I go to key group 1, I can make it come in slow. Right, now you have to hold it. Okay, make it come in a little faster than that. Okay, so let's go to samples. Let's go and add one more key group. And this time, let's go to the end. Okay, this guy here, we can reverse this sample. And we'll go to yet the 3rd key group envelope. And we'll add some release there. And actually, we can make it kind of plucky. We'll put the sustain down. Again, separate envelopes for each key group. And also, if we go to key group 3, I can add a filter here. Let's low pass 4 and bring the cutoff down. Actually, we can bring the cutoff up a little and we can make it come in slowly. Give us some resonance. Release. And we can go to samples and let's select all key groups and bring the levels down, and let's mix them. All right, so first, let's go to number 3. Number 2. Whoops. Number 1. Number 3. In fact, key group number 2, we can make mono. Let's pan these. So the beauty of the key groups for sound design is to be able to use different envelopes, different settings for each one of the key groups, layers, basically making key groups as layers. Now, if we turn off legacy, okay, we have the same key groups, but now we have the new engine. You can see all the new options. And if we go to envelopes, you'll find all the key groups are the same. We can just go to key group 2 and bring in the attack, but they're all affected. Right? Now, we have the individual pan settings, right? We have the levels, but they all share the same amplitude envelope. Also, filters. It doesn't matter which one we go to, they all share the same filters. See? It's nice to have the new filter settings, right? The new filter types and these things, also to have a morphable and blendable filter. But it doesn't help when you can't put separate filters, separate settings, separate envelopes onto each key group. Now let's go to the matrix. I'm going to show you some stuff. So next, let's load a plugin. And let's make a clip. Okay, let's adjust the voice a little. Okay, sounds good. Let me show you something. Let's take a clip. Let's go to the looper, set the input to resampling. So you can see the voice there. Let's give it a little bit, let's add something to raise the volume a bit. Let's add the soft clipper. Okay. Back to the looper. Yeah, hotter signal. Ready? Watch. Let's change this to 4 bars. Okay, ready? Okay, now if we go to Matrix and add an audio plugin, an audio track, go back to the looper and export to this loop here. Export. If we go and look at the clip, it goes. Okay, hold on. Look. How is that possible? It's set to 4 bars, not to 3. So when we export to track, it should be 4 bars. But guess what? It's not. Right? And if we make it 4, it cuts off. How is that possible? Now listen. Look at that. It cuts it off. Now, what you have to do is you have to go to grid, arrow, and you have to go to edit end and scroll it out all the way to make it fit. I'm gonna take another clip. Watch. Let's go back to our plugin and let's find a different sound. Okay, watch. Okay, let's go to the looper and take another clip. Ready? Okay, export to track. We'll export it here. Now, clear, go to the clip, okay? Scroll down, look at what it did. It did the same thing. It did the same thing. We're gonna have to go to clip, loop length 4, go back to grid, select this guy, edit end. Oh, what a pain. Okay. Let's do it again. Let's this time we'll do cloud supply, the new guy. Okay. Record some motion. And let's go through some voices. Okay, let's go to the looper. Arm for recording. Oh, that's too quiet. Clear. Let's go to the mixer. Back to the looper. Arm it for recording. Okay, export to track, clear, go to the clip. Once again, 3 bars. Have to extend it. Let's make one more. Power move. Okay, sounds good. Looper. Okay, export to track. Yes, clear. Go to the clip. Change it to 4 bars. Okay, now let's get rid of this plugin track. Okay, now let's go here. That one's a lot louder, so I'm going to bring the levels down to match the others. Okay, now we have our 4 clips here. Okay, we can put them, go back to clip, and we'll set each one to legato so that it picks up where the other one left off. That's fine. Let's check out a follow action, right? Ableton Lifestyle follow action. So I can go to each one of these rows and edit launch, and I can do settings, follow action, and we can set this to random include this, okay? And then we can go to the next one. Actually, you know what? I think we can select, yeah, we can just select these. Next, random include this. Next, random include this. Next, random include this. Now, another thing we can do Now, when I fire these off, it goes to random ones. And that's beautiful. This is what I've been looking for a long time. However, what we have is an issue when it comes to not being able to set individual clips or within one track, but it has to do the entire row. So it's kind of a pain. There is a workaround. Let me show you. Let's get a drum beat. The only way I can think of is to not include this in the launch, right? So if we go exclude in row launch, then we can go back here and start this off. Now, let me show you how some of this stuff is a little weird as far as just the RAM of the firmware, like the RAM of the machine, the firmware causing it to stress out, okay? If I go to mixer and on my clips track over here, if I add, say, a filter, right? If we go there, I can hold down knobs and I can take to screen, which shows me everything on the screen, right? Now the cutoff frequency here is nice and smooth. Let me show you. Now that's all nice and smooth, but when I try to choose saturation amount, watch. See how it's wiggling all over? Just trying to make it smooth up and down. There are a lot of things like this in this firmware. Anyway, I'm gonna play some music. I hope that that Akai figures these things out and fixes it. For some reason in my heart, I kind of feel like this might be the last firmware, and hopefully they fix the bugs. I don't know. If it continues to run the way that it's running now, I'm gonna go back to 3.3.0 and I'm not going to use any of the new devices, basically. Anyway, let's play some music.
Just when everything was making sense, you took away all my self-confidence. Now all that I've been hearing must be true. I guess I'm not the only boy for you. That's what I get. That's what I get. That's what I get. That's what I get. How can you turn me into this after you just taught me how to kiss? I'd never say goodbye. Now I'm sipping on the tears you've made me cry. But that's what I get. That's what I get. That's what I get. That's what I get. but it meant everything to me.